can hear you. Just
Okay.
fine.
Well, you can hear me.
No, but I can hear you out of there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Long as that's okay. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Pick a Struggle. What's going on? How y'all been? Are y'all enjoying this beautiful weather?
I know I am.
It feels like spring.
It
For
feels
some odd
good.
reason. It don't feel like it's about to be fall. It don't feel like that at all.
It feels like you said, spring.
Yeah, like
Nice,
some
beautiful
nice,
weather.
decent spring weather. We had a full moon a few days ago, which is
On
so
the
funny.
first. Yes, we did.
Right? So, before we get into our main struggle today, let's talk about our weeks, how we been, what's been going on with us. Dupree, you start first.
Well, let me see. How was my week? I would say it was boring.
Ah!
I ain't do nothing, y'all. Y'all know I don't be doing nothing. Y'all know I be at the house with the kids.
Minding your business.
Minding my business. Sometimes I mind other folks' business, but it's only on occasion. But this week I didn't. I was a good girl this week. Just at home doing this virtual learning as usual.
How's it going? How does that? Are you stressed?
Stressed is an understatement. It's an understatement. I'm just fed up, and I feel like teachers need more money than what they getting. That's what
now
I'm
you
saying.
see.
Yeah, I see why teachers be looking the way they be looking. At the end of their school day, they just like, you know what? I don't even care no more.
Right.
I don't even care no more. And I'm convinced that my child was that child at school, giving her hell. Yes, everything they said was true. When they called me and said, Shane did this, I was like, oh, my baby, he didn't. He did it, child.
Now you know it.
He did it. Yes, I know.
That is too funny.
It's funny, but it's sad.
Is he learning, though?
No.
He
ain't learning nothing.
So is it better than the last time we had talked?
No.
Oh, no.
No, it's not no improvement there.
You want me to come over there?
And do what?
Help you.
It's nothing that we can do. He has to be engaged. And this is what he do when the teacher talking and he got his iPad in front of him. I'm like, what's over there?
And you know what's funny? Because he looks just like you, so you made that face. When you made that face, I can see him.
You can see him just. I'm like, why are you looking over there? You never ever looked there before. So yeah, it's not fun, and I commend anybody who's doing it with multiple children of that age, because I only got one 11-year-old, the other one is 17, so she do her own thing.
Yeah, she good.
But that one, now my friend, she has 3 little ones.
Uh-huh.
A kindergartner, a 5th grade, and then 3rd grade. So she catching it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. But
is that me or is that you? Whose phone is that?
That has to be you, because I'm good.
Okay, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a text message. To let y'all know, tomorrow is the last day to register to vote. So if y'all participate in that part of the matrix, tomorrow, it's the deadline. Make sure y'all register to vote and vote for whoever. To me, it don't even matter.
Are you registered?
No.
So you not gonna vote?
No. I can't vote if I'm not registered.
You exercising your right to not vote, not register.
And that was one thing that tripped me out about black people. They was like, your ancestors died for you to vote. It's like, not necessarily.
Right.
They died for us to have the right
to
vote and to not vote.
Right.
Because at first, well, not at first, but when we had the right to vote, our people or our ancestors were being scared to not vote.
Right.
Like, you had the Klan sitting at the polls and all that
charging them money. And
yeah.
They got to have this and that. All these requirements.
The grandfather clause and all that stuff. Right. So, yeah, my ancestors died for me to exercise. So, even if I refuse to vote, it's still my right, because I'm not doing it because I'm scared to vote. I'm doing it because I have the right to refuse to vote. Now, I really don't even complain about the government. Mm-hmm. Totally. Because I still pay my taxes. I pay more than what Trump done paid. Right. So I pay my taxes. So if there's a part of the government or legislation that I do not agree with, I can participate in that one, because I don't. even if I don't vote, I can still, lift every voice and sing because I pay my taxes every year.
Right.
Well, except for this past year, I didn't file an income tax, but that's a whole other story for a whole other time.
Right. But I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying. So it's y'all's right. No, don't let nobody tell you need to get out and vote. You can't say nothing. Because I feel like at the end of the day, even if you get out and vote or not, the government, I mean, they're going to do what they want to do.
The powers that be.
Yes.
The powers that be. Who are actually owning this country.
So, everybody, I mean, we got Trump in office right now, so that means that somebody decided on their own he going to be the president.
And that was one thing that I was kind of confused when Bush ran. I mean, when Bush ran the first time and when Trump won this past time, I was just like, what's the point? I didn't get it. And if something is too complicated for me to understand, I'm not willing to participate in it.
Right.
Like if there's a video game and I can't figure out the rules and it's taking me too long to accomplish one piece of the goal.
Right.
I'm not playing that game.
I'm the same way.
And that was the thing with the whole election thing. It's like, how in the hell somebody don't win the majority vote but still win and become president?
Right.
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
And if it don't make sense, it don't make dollars.
Right.
So.
Right. What's the point?
Right. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. It's a lie.
Right. Oh, Lord, we went off to a whole tangent. But anyway, I ain't done nothing. Ooh. Let me take that lie back. Something very strange happened to me yesterday. Okay. I'm a little nervous. So, a few weeks ago, I told y'all how I was taking care of, my neighbor that's old and decrepit and broke, busted, and disgusting. I was telling y'all how I was taking care of her, helping her out, taking her to places and all this other stuff. So, yesterday, I get home from work and, okay. So, I get home from work and I'm walking up to my door and she's out with her walker, walking around in front of my door. And she caught me off guard because it's a little bit after 10. And old people.
Right.
They sleep early.
They supposed to be in the bed.
Right.
At 6:15.
And getting ready to get up early to watch Young and the Restless.
Right.
Like all that stuff. So I look at her and I go, girl, what the hell is you doing? Why is you out in front of my door? Then she goes, oh, I was trying to leave you a note. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I look down and I see something. And I'm thinking it's a bag. And then I get closer and I'm just like, who the hell done shitted in front of my dog? I was like, who dog done pooped all in front of my door?
Right. Rude.
Yeah.
Right.
And she looks up, she was like, it was me. I got diarrhea.
Wait a minute. So you telling me that the lady that you graciously help every day
for free
done dropped the
deuce
on your porch? I have so many questions. Okay, did she have on pants?
Obviously, no. She had
a duster.
She had a gown
with no drawers on,
with no diaper on.
Oh my gosh!
And
so
then,
she intended to drop a deuce
girl,
by your door.
That's what I was saying.
What you do to her?
I don't do anything to her.
Ain't nobody gonna just be dropping deuces in front of people's door for no reason. You did something to that lady.
I didn't do anything to her.
You cussed her out.
No.
Okay, well, it was just your karma then.
Girl. Is that how she was repaying me?
That's your karma.
For running her up and down the road, taking her to the grocery store. And then I'm sitting there thinking, like, girl, I had just went to the store for you and bought you some diapers. Why is you free balling out here at 10 o'clock? Why is you out here free balling at 10 o'clock at night?
All I can say is maybe her stomach was hurt. Maybe she tried to go put a note on your door or try to talk to you. You went there. She put a note. She was trying to put a note. What was on the note?
That's not even. I don't even. Okay.
Did she actually leave a note? Okay.
She did leave a note. The note was there.
Okay.
And so I was trying to figure out, like, okay, the note is there. Why is you still here?
Right.
And so when she told me it was her, she's the one who, dropped the log in front of my door. I was like, what are you doing? She was like, I'm trying to clean it up. And so I was like, okay. And so I sat there and watched her. Clean it up. Because I was like, this is just beyond.
I don't understand.
This is beyond nasty. This is beyond, like, my scope of everything. Like, my patience, everything.
Did she squat there? Okay, you know what?
Yeah,
I don't want to.
She bent over
I don't want to.
And cleaned it up. No, I didn't catch her. I didn't catch her in the act.
Oh,
I caught after the
So
thing.
what would have been your response if you had actually seen her squatting and dropping?
Oh, I can't use the language on here.
You would have pushed her over.
She would have been all kinds of B's and H's and MF's and SOBs and.
You know
what? My gosh. And I think I like the bad part of me is saying she did it on purpose.
Absolutely. Ain't no way that was an accident.
Because I'm just like, girl, you're only, like, my door to her door is maybe 10 feet.
Right.
And
she could have walked home.
I've had my dog for 3 years, and I've been in this body for over 20 years.
Right.
I know what diarrhea looks like.
Oh, so that was that solid.
It wasn't diarrhea looking.
So she had to push it.
It was brown, and it was solid. Like, not solid, but it was okay. I don't know why we talking about feces on here, but it was because she had ran it over a little bit.
Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and get into something else, because this is gonna take us the whole hour.
But it didn't. Okay, so let me end it with, it didn't look like diarrhea-esque.
Right.
It looked like it was done on purpose.
Like it was some effort on her part.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like she had to push.
Right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so that's it for our week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
let's move on. Let's get into some LaPree tea. So for those who don't know, let LaPree get herself together. So we tell y'all to write us in and to, let us know what y'all think, or write in if you got any problems you want us to discuss on the show, or whatever you want to talk about. Write us in. And so someone did, which is surprisingly, because ain't nobody wrote us for a minute. So somebody wrote us in, and so, whenever we're able to get to it, we'll talk about it on the show. And so this is our LaPree's tea.
All right.
So what's the guy got?
Okay, so LaPree's tea. So it says, LaPree, what's the tea? Girl, did you catch the debate the other day? I've seen cats fight more civilized than that. I don't remember. I don't remember the debate being like this during the 2016 with Hillary and Trump. What are your favorite moments, and what are y'all's thoughts on the debate?
So did you watch the whole thing?
I watched I watched the majority of it. I did.
Yeah. What about you, Duke? Hey, Duke, how you been?
Hello.
But did you watch it, Duke? Okay. Well, I'm not even gonna ask you why, because you ain't got no mic. But I watched a little bit of it because it did. I had went to my manager, and I was like, I'm gonna need to go home early. He was like, why? I was like, the debate is coming up,
right?
And I'm feeling something coming on. And he was like, no. So, but we have TVs at the place, and he turned it on like the last 30 minutes or hour of us being open. So we got to watch a little bit of it. And then when I got home, decompressing, I don't know why the hell I turned on the debate when I'm trying to decompress. I'm trying to relax, have me a drink,
right?
Go to the restroom and, play around with jazz. I'm trying to mellow myself out, and I'm sitting here watching the debate, getting all riled up. So I watched a few clips and then watched a little before I left work. But for the most part, it was. I didn't expect a lot, so I really don't feel any kind of way about it. Like it was. I know who Trump is, and I know who Biden is, so what they did was what I expected.
Right.
So my I'm not let down. I'm not discouraged. I'm not feeling any kind of way because I'm just like, this is what I kind of expected. I expected Trump to be out there, and I expected Biden to be not so much out there.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. So I really don't care.
Well, I watched the debate, and it was like, in my opinion, it was just a waste of an hour. First of all, the moderator... Hour and a half. The moderator, I guess I only seen an hour over then. I didn't miss anything. First of all, there was no resolution. I mean, there was no common ground on anything. No. It was like it was tit for tat. So if Biden say something, Trump was automatically be like, no, that's not it. And if Trump would say something, Biden was like, oh, that's not it. It was like two schoolgirls. You know what I mean? Two little schoolgirls.
See, no. Don't even
fighting
put that,
back.
Don't even put
back
that
and
on
forth.
Schoolgirls.
Well, I mean, two little girls who want the same toy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
they like the same boy.
When I was in high school and I was part of the debate team, I was more structured and more civilized than this was.
I'm talking about little girls who don't have no sense of the world.
Yeah, like 5-year-olds.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And the part that kind of, and I wasn't surprised by anything that either one of them said. I did feel like I thought Biden was going to be a little bit more mature than Trump. But he got down in there with him.
Which shut up, yeah.
Yeah, which I can understand because after a while you trying to be the bigger person. That must steady coming.
And
up
you talking
like
about my kids,
right? And that was another thing. That's what really made me mad because he called that man's son. Trump called Biden's son a crackhead, and I think Biden's son has passed away. I'm not sure. He is okay. Duke said he is. So first of all,
that was in the military, in the armed forces.
Yeah. First of all, you talking about my child that's no longer here. And the second of all, you demeaning him in front of the whole world, whether he's a crackhead or not.
Right.
He gone now. And I've always known that you could fight with any grown person that you want to, but you never involve their kids.
Never.
Like, that's a rule.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I could not have, I posted on my Facebook, like, them fighting words, because I would have jumped over that podium and I would have snatched that lace front right off of Trump.
Yeah.
And, it would have got to going because I don't have that much composure where I can keep myself from, you talking about my kids.
Yeah.
Whether my baby a crackhead or not, he did. Even if he wasn't dead.
Right, don't talk about
that's my business.
And both of them got weird kids.
Yes.
Like, Trump is weird with his daughter.
They kiss on the mouth.
And then Biden's son married his dead brother's wife. So it's just all weird.
I thought you were supposed to do that. Never mind. It's biblical stuff.
Take back what's yours.
Huh?
Take back what's yours.
Right. I had a first. I seen the first. No, but yeah, like it was just, I don't know. I just don't understand why Trump had to go that far. You know what I'm saying? He could have.
Yeah.
Don't do the kids.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But that's what Trump does.
I know, and he is that sticky to you type of person. He gonna try to hurt you as much as you can.
Yeah.
But you the president. Like, you can't even tell nobody to act
when
a certain
is the
way.
president's birthday? Not the president. I'm sorry.
I want to say he's Gemini.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to call him the president. When is Trump's birthday?
I don't know. Can you Google it? I think he's a Gemini. I think his birthday is somewhere in
that would fix it.
May.
Gemini.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense.
Gemini, yeah.
Because he has these
and very dual personalities.
Yes, yeah.
What zodiac is that?
Gemini.
But girl, look it up real quick.
He a Gemini. I'm telling y'all.
Okay.
I know my astrology.
You know, okay.
He a Gemini. I think I already knew he was a Gemini from some other reason, but
is it Gemini? Mm-hmm. With them dual personalities.
Yes.
And that's what he is, because people who knew him before he ran, they was just like, this is not the guy I met on Celebrity Apprentice or whatever.
Yeah. I definitely think his old age has made him more like, I don't care. Because, when people get older, they don't care no more.
Girl, who you telling?
They just don't have no
filter. Who you telling? I just got an old woman taking the shit on my door. So I know. And her and Trump around the same age.
Well, this shit is Gemini. She like, you know what? Next time you gonna take me to the store when I want to go to the store.
I'm gonna go to Wallenberg.
I'm gonna drop a deuce right here. Anyway,
right, but yeah, my favorite part was when Trump goes, this man is ruining our country. And I was like, is he in the mirror when he's saying this?
Right. He thinking about himself. That's that Gemini.
That was my favorite part because I was just, you can't be talking about Biden because he ain't been in office for the past 4 years.
So it must be you.
It must be you. Right.
And then when he said that when he didn't want to denounce the white supremacist
group.
when
he said stand back and stand by?
When the moderator was saying, and I forget his name, he was saying, so if you don't support white supremacy,
Chris, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. If you don't support it, President Trump, then go ahead and denounce it right now. And he was like, he was just going around it.
Yeah, and doing all this rigmarole.
And then he was like, well, what do you call him? Like he didn't know what you was calling him. But you had
But you knew who Antifa
was and everybody else. Yeah. But you can't remember white supremacy. The oldest,
the good boys.
The oldest radicalist group in America. Like
the oldest terrorist group in America.
Yeah,
because they are terrorists.
Yeah,
they are terrorists. Mm-hmm. Whether white people want to believe it or not, they are a terroristic group.
Well, I ain't gonna just say white people because we got some people that are non-white who could say the same thing. It depends on what side that if they Uncle Ruckus is or not.
I can't wait. I want to see a black person that supports the Klan.
I have.
As a matter of fact, we finna take a break. I'm finna go out and look for some. So this month is October. It's my birthday month.
Yay!
I'm about to cry.
Scorpio season.
Right. Scorpio and Libras.
No, they don't count.
So happy birthday to my cousin. His birthday was October the 1st. And I got a few cousins, and then I have like 3 or 4 cousins. We all share the same birthday.
Oh my god.
So I can't wait. So this month,
like cousins, like first cousins,
first and second and distant.
Oh, I'm finna say
like cousins. Well, we from Arkansas, we claim everybody.
Okay.
Anywho, so it's October, so we're gonna start out a new segment, where every month we're gonna celebrate artists whose birthdays are this month. Mm-hmm. And so today we're doing Bruno Mars because his birthday is October the 11th, I believe.
Okay.
So we're gonna play a little bit of Bruno, and then we'll be back after this. Are we back on?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Did y'all enjoy the Bruno Mars Talking to the Moon? I ain't never heard that song before, and LaPree was the one that suggested it.
Yes, I love that song.
And when I was listening to it last night or this morning, they blend in together. When I was listening, I was like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, I love it. But anyway, I want to shout out our Facebook viewers. We have Linda Smith Swain.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Miss Linda. We got Leonard White Scott. Hey, Mama.
Hey, Miss Scott.
How you doing? And we have Duke, which is our
hey, Duke.
Hey, Duke.
How you doing?
And then we got Jabi the Ek.
That's Jay.
Jay.
Spell it.
No,
That's not him.
Spell it.
J-A-I.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
Jai.
somebody had put something in there about Breonna Taylor.
Oh, okay.
It looks like they're promoting their own podcast.
What is they doing?
Looks like they're promoting.
Delete it and block them.
No, we're not. Just let them be on there.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta.
What did I say?
We gotta embrace everybody.
Well, girl, email us if you want to advertise for your stuff.
I shared you on the podcast group.
So that's
Oh,
why.
okay.
See.
Still.
But it's still not supposed to promote themselves.
Yeah, don't promote yourself. Email us and we will shout you out.
Right. Well, like, you got a free shout out just now because I didn't know what she was doing. And then we have Von Smith, who was also tuned in. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Vaughn.
Yeah, Von.
Hey, Vaughn. All right, so let's get into our main struggle.
Oh, and real quick before we get over there,
do you have any comments?
yes, we do. I'm trying to see if my phone is acting weird when I go. But Lena said, I can't see it. My phone is jumping. Duke, can you read the comments?
Oh, yeah, Duke, can you read the comments out for us, please?
He called Biden's son Hunter a crackhead, and he is still alive. Bo is the one that's dead.
Oh, yeah, it was one son that's dead, but the one that was in the armed forces is still alive.
Okay.
The one that was working in Ukraine or Russia, one of the two.
Right. Thank you for that.
Over there in Asia.
Thank you
Or
for that,
Europe.
Lena, for correcting us, because, girl, I
Right.
knew somebody did. I didn't know what he went.
Was there any more comments? Any more?
Just me and then the other guy.
What'd you comment? What you say?
Laughing emojis.
Oh.
About your deuces.
Right. All right, let's get to the main struggle for the day. Before we hey, Vaughn. So let's get to the main struggle before we run out of time.
Right.
So what we wanted to talk about today, well, me in particular, was why are black people still okay with minstrel shows?
Right.
And so, when I mean by minstrel shows, I'm talking about black men dressing up and acting like stereotypical black women.
Right.
And we had talked about this a little bit on Sammy's show before it was taken down, unfortunately.
Right.
So we're going to elaborate it on today. So, back in the Dizzy, well, the first quote-unquote minstrel shows were in Europe where men would dress and sing like women. And it was like a theatrical thing, and it wasn't anything negative. You okay, Misty? Okay. Suck it up, girl. So it really wasn't anything negative because mostly men were in theater arts.
Yes.
And then when everybody came to the United States, it was the minstrel show kind of reformed itself, and it was white men dressing up and painting their faces and making fun of black people.
Right.
And now we're dealing with another minstrel show where it's black men imitating black women.
Stereotypical
black women.
Yes.
And so we want to talk about the positives, the negatives. Why is it okay? Why is it not okay?
Why is it so accepted?
Why is it acceptable? Why people are going viral for these moments?
Right.
All that stuff.
Making billions of dollars.
Right, making a whole bunch of money. Because if y'all don't know, one of the things that one of the reasons why we wanted to talk about it was because in September, Tyler Perry was announced as a billionaire. Mm-hmm. And then he just did his Medea's farewell tour, which is free on YouTube. Don't pay BET Plus for that.
And it's really good, y'all.
Yeah, I laughed. They had, and then Blame It on Key or
Blame It on Cataway.
Yeah, mm-hmm. He was on there. Mm-hmm. And he's another man who pretends like to be a woman.
Yeah. He's an
influencer. Yeah, but some people have brought up like whether they were gay or not. To me, it doesn't matter.
That's irrelevant, right?
It's totally irrelevant. Their sexuality doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The fact is that Tyler Perry, Martin Lawrence,
Wesley Snipes.
Not Wesley Snipes. I'm talking about men who've made their careers out.
Well,
being women, the stereotypical black women.
But see, a lot of people know Wesley Snipes from one. But a lot of people know him from that role. I think that.
Girl, how many people? I only know like maybe 2 or 3 people who know about Tu Wong Fu.
Okay. Well, let's leave him out. Leave him out. I ain't finna fight for that. Leave him out the conversation.
Yeah, we live in 2 different worlds.
Go ahead.
Right, but he's an honorable mention. Mm-hmm. But there are people like Martin, Tyler, Blame It on whatever how you said it, and then Tim Bay. Mm-hmm. There's another one. I'm talking. Oh, Jamie Foxx was one too. That have made their careers on pretending to be black women. Mm-hmm. And so, what we were saying on Sammy's show, because Sammy was like, it's just
ain't
comedy.
Nothing wrong with it, right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's cute. It's funny. Yada, yada, yada. And then I had to like school her and let her know, girl, this is kind of bad.
Right.
Like on our community. Or black women in particular, it's very bad because when it was a comedian that I was talking about that he's a white comedian, Bill Burr. He was talking about how he only got to know black people through TV, through that medium or that media, and so when he actually got to interact with black people, he was just like, these ain't the people that I see on TV.
Right.
So why are they totally different? And that's the problem that I do have when it comes to men pretending to be women is some people might think it's funny, but you have those people who don't interact with black women and so or black people. So they're gonna think, oh, that's how all of them act. And then what really made it worse was when I started watching the Parker Show. I started rewatching it, and then I realized how much I kind of don't like the show because of how
I never liked it.
Monique
it was
portrays.
So, yeah.
I'm glad you said that because we're gonna talk about that next week.
I never liked that show.
We're gonna talk about that next week. But how Nikki Parker portrayed fat black women on that show was really kind of horrible. Every now and then they're throwing a positive message, but overall it was negative.
Right.
And it made black people look bad.
Yeah. It perpetuated that and I know we're gonna go to that next week, but it perpetuated that desperate black woman.
Yeah.
You fat, you unattractive, you gotta beg a man and chase after a man, and that's not the case.
That's not cute.
I ain't never had a problem.
Right. Me neither. So I didn't understand Nikki Parker's struggle.
I was like, why is she chasing this one dude?
You know what was funny? And it's funny because she had men on that show that actually did want her.
But she was chasing that one
man that did not like her.
Because she was
desperate. And so we're going to talk about rape culture, molestation culture, all about that next week when it comes to the Parker Show. But anyway, so when you're dealing with people who really don't interact with the black community, every day, when they look at TV, they're going to assume that that's how all of them act.
Right.
This is how black people act. And so with that being said, we have to get out of giving a thumbs up
Right.
to black men acting like stereotypical black women.
Yeah, and harden it. Yeah.
Yeah, and making it bad because I've never seen it in a positive light.
Right.
Like I've never seen a man, like when a man puts on a wig and puts on makeup, he's acting like a woman in a positive way.
Right. Right. And that's the part that I don't like.
Yeah. So why do we find it so funny though?
Because at the same time, it can be entertaining.
Yeah.
Like Tyler Perry, when he does Medea, it's funny. You know, you
Right.
go laugh because he's doing it in a comical way. But I feel like black people, we know how to differentiate, and we know how to. We know that's not how we are all the time, so we can laugh at that and say, "Oh, that's funny. That's funny." We can even appreciate it for art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, he got it down to a T. He been watching grannies. He been watching his mama. He been watching his churchgoers and members and stuff like that.
Right.
But like you were saying, the people that don't know anything about that community or black women community or whatever, they gonna think that's how we really act all the time.
Yeah.
I've had people who like let's say I meet a new person or whatever, and I've had white women and white men talk to me in a different tone of voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, why you feel like you gotta switch it up for me? You know what I mean? Because you seen what you seen on TV.
Right.
Hey, girl, how you doing, sister? You know, that kind of stuff. And it's like, you've been watching too much of that because that's not how, that's not how I am. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? When I was talking to a friend of mine, and he used to watch Unbreakable with Kimmy Schmidt, and they have the character on there, Titus Andromedon on there. And I had a friend of mine tell me, he was like, "Oh, you remind me so much of Titus, because y'all act so much like." And I was like, "No, ho, Titus reminds you of me,
right?
Because I've been like this. That is a character on a TV show. This is me in real life,
right?"
And so and then one day. I think he was like following the actor who plays Titus.
Right.
He was following him on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And he was like, he's not like that all the time.
Duh.
And then he got so disappointed. And was like, yeah, screw him because he doesn't act like that all the time. I was like, well, duh, he's a character.
Right. What you expect?
Well, not even a caricature.
Yeah. Yeah. What you expect? You expect for these actors to be who they do many roles.
Right.
That means they do many different personalities. They not like that. They own. I mean, it'd be like that's like when you hear a British actor in speaking in his native, accent.
God. Right.
It throw you off.
I did not know Idris was.
I know.
British.
But it heightened his sexy factor. I know that much. I was like,
I know that accent does. But, and you know what's funny? I always thought Tyler Perry was funny when he was Medea, and it's only because I thought he was gay.
Yeah. So does it change? Okay, so
does it change if they're gay or
does
not?
it change?
It kind of does, because gay men want to be women anyway, or somewhere close to it, or they're just like them emotionally. Right. That's true tea. That's not a stereotype, and that's not me speaking negatively on my community, but it is what it is.
Right. Right.
And so so if Tyler Perry came out as gay, it probably would soften the blow a little bit that he's acting so stereotypical black woman. But since he ain't came out of the closet, it does kind of make it worse. Right. Because it's like, why would you want to do this? Right. And
you couldn't find another way to get your bag.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then you couldn't yeah, it does. It kind of does make it worse. Because why in the hell does a straight man want to dress up like a woman? Right. And I've had some people say that it's because they lack comedic intelligence.
I ain't never thought
they're not as funny as their regular person, so they have to act like somebody else in order to be funny.
so they imitate somebody else.
Yeah. And then a thing I wanted to bring up before we go, because we got 10 minutes. Lord Jesus. We finna start making this show 2 hours. We working on it, y'all. But one thing I wanted to bring up is because we're okay with like Tyler and Martin and Jamie and Wesley and Timbe. Like we're okay with all those people acting like black women. But what about Jeremy Seville?
The ones that are non-black.
Yeah. Jeremy Seville had did a movie last year. It was called Loquisha, where this white man couldn't get a job in radio, and so he pretends to be this stereotypical ghetto-ass black woman to get a job. They made a movie about this, and black people were all over it like a cheap slut.
Yeah.
It was like...
Yeah.
So it's like, how is it okay for black people to do it, but it's not okay for a white man to do it?
I just don't feel like that's their right. Because, I mean, the men that are doing it are getting rich off of their, even if they're not women, it's still their community.
Yeah.
I don't think they would get that same reaction. Look, like how white chicks, okay? Same thing. They made money off white chicks, but that wouldn't have been able to be a constant. Yeah. They couldn't have done that over and over again. It would have been somebody would have had an issue with it.
But see, that was like the guy who did the movie. That was his only movie. Like he didn't make a career out. He was kind of like the Wesley Snipes of the white community. Yeah, where it was this one time.
So why he couldn't dress up like a white woman and you know what I mean?
He didn't dress. It was on girl. It was on radio.
Well, why he didn't impersonate a white woman versus having to do a black woman?
Because he figured that black women were more marketable. Black women commentary kind of reminds me of Bruno Mars. Right. Like the Bruno Mars we had listened to, it was really nice. Like I like Bruno Mars when he was doing like the soft R&B stuff. Right. Next thing you know, he's doing stuff with Cardi B and doing all this hip hop and dressing up like Black Panthers on the Super Bowl. Right. And it's like, you're not black. Right.
So, I mean, I guess it really just depends on how you feel about integrating cultures. Yeah. If you feel like it's okay, you know, ain't nobody trying to, what they call it, culture vulture or whatever it's called? Yeah. If you don't have a problem with that, then okay, you can do that. But I feel like if you're going to do that all the time. Don't do it just to get a bag or get attention. Do that all the time. And the same thing, and the point I want to make with the guys that are dressing up like women. The post that you shared about is this okay? If you're going to do it, you need to advocate for women's rights. You need to advocate for gay rights. That's all I feel like. If you're going to do that, advocate for the group that you are imitating so that those people can at least feel like you understand their story. That's all I feel. That's how I feel about it. So if you're going to do it for a reason. Don't just do it just to get you a bag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like if you're going to do it, go all the way.
Go all the way.
Don't be half-stepping it.
Right. And don't do it to get that attention and that fame and that fortune, but then you really don't care about those issues in that community.
Which is so funny because a lot of these men who are dressing up like women, they're just doing it just for the fame and the fortune and for clicks and views. Right. They're doing all these stunts and shows and stuff, but they're not lifting every voice and sing for when it comes to anything political or anything taboo or anything that's like kind of edgy. Right. Like you're not standing up for gay rights, women rights, trans rights. Right, right. All the LGBTQ, LMNOP rights. Right. Or anything. Sometimes they don't even stand up for black rights. Right.
So yeah, I mean, that's the sad part. You getting your bag, but you getting your bag just you look selfish and like you don't care about nobody else. You just want what you want. And I get it when you're trying to make it. It can come off like that, but there's always that space to make sure that you are doing the right thing. And I feel like Tyler Perry has used his platform to do the right thing. He's advocated for so many different groups. Probably groups that don't have nothing to do with him. Yeah. But
especially muscle-bound older men. He has really advocated.
But see, the thing about Tyler Perry is that his connection to the younger audience isn't as strong as the people that are on YouTube.
Yeah, which is why he has like viral people on this show or on these movies.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's those ones that these kids watch every day that need to be out here advocating for what I was the communities. Because Tyler Perry, he kind of separated. He has to bring in Cataway and what's Tim Bay and all that. He got to bring in people like that because that's what his young audience is.
Yeah.
And those should be the ones out here on the front line saying, hey, we support blacks, we support gays, we support trans, we support all this because this is what we perpetuate. We support these people and we love these people.
Yeah.
So I know we got 2 minutes.
Right. But I forgot what the hell I was about to say.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Let me hurry up because Duke look like he about to fall asleep. He started yawning and scratching. But thank y'all for listening.
Leave me alone.
Whatever. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Please make sure y'all like, share, comment under there if you care. Catch us next week. And
vote on your songs, y'all. Y'all know the song.
Oh yeah, because we got some. Because it was Drake it was Bruno today, and then we're gonna play some Drake.
Okay.
Some Eminem, and some Sierra.
We might not be able to play Eminem. We got to edit.
Yeah, we're gonna play the clean version.
Okay, yeah, we got to edit.
You know what? I'm not even gonna let them because I just want to hear. This is your moment, the madness, the music. And that's all I want to hear from Eminem. That's all I like. That's the only song I like from Eminem. But yeah, catch us next week. We'll catch y'all later. And have a good day. And be good people.
Have a good week, y'all. Peace, love, and light.
Yeah. I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's, you know. My best friend turned on my L's and my lessons.